Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Kris. This was I did a Fear Fanatics. That's the channel. Go away. Fear Fanatics for camping. I love to camp. I don't camp as much anymore. I haven't camped in 11 years, but I loved camping. But this is going to be a two-parter. This is bone-chilling, scary camping videos. You'll never camp again. Oh no. So we're going to find out if that's true. Hold on, let me take a sip of my coffee. Coffee's good. I'm trying organic agave in the raw for my sugar. Bottle had a little syrup on it. I'm trying to get away from fake sugar. Been using a lot of fake sugar. Trying to get away from it. So we'll see if it works. I also got honey. 2 different kinds. We'll see. In the meantime, I almost ended the video. In the meantime, there's a thanks button on the channel. You can donate. You don't have to. You could subscribe or just give a thumbs up. This will be 2 videos, 17-ish minutes. So, let's go. I'll probably stop, I don't know, 3 or so, depending on the length.
We appreciate your choosing our theater. And to make this experience more enjoyable for everyone, we hope you'll refrain from talking during the show. Thank you.
Its intensity may be more than some wish to be exposed to.
Scary videos from the web.
Leave a comment for more videos like this one. Camping alone can be a fun experience, but it's essential to recognize the risks and take precautions. Here are some dangers of camping solo: getting lost, health emergencies, wildlife encounters. But the dangers extend beyond those things. There have been those times people have been attacked by strangers. Here are some points to consider. Isolated locations. Camping often takes us far from civilization, and remote areas can attract individuals with ill intentions. So always be aware of your surroundings and camp in well-traveled spots if possible. Remember to inform somebody about your camping plans and your expected return time. Consider carrying personal safety devices like pepper spray or a whistle, or maybe even... Remember, while the vast majority of campers have positive experiences, it's essential to stay vigilant and prioritize your safety. In today's episode, we're going to check out everything from exploring haunted woods, a military base, and some outdoor overnight solo camps.
Number 5.
The English Woodsman is a stealth and solo camper out of the UK. On this particular night, he's doing urban bivy-bag camping in a spooky woodland. And he's not too far from civilization, just far enough. If you want to check out more of his videos, I'll leave a link in the description. Let's check in on Dan.
I've never done any of this where you go solo camping like not off the grid, but kind of like in areas where you wouldn't expect people to camp. I've never done that. I've always went camping grounds. I shouldn't say that. I have went to areas where people aren't going to be there, but in those situations I was with 2 other people, and when I first moved to where I am, my neighbors and a bunch of us, that we were all the same age, we would go set up camps in the woods, and then we would fish. And I was terrible at fishing, not a fan today. But they would catch stuff, and some of them would noodle. Yeah, one guy got bit by a snapping turtle. I was like, nah, you guys are too savage for me.
right now and see what his plans are for the evening.
I'm here anyway, so we'll take this path without me falling back too much. It's quite steep, this. Dig them feet in, lad. Oh.
I think he's found a perfect spot.
Doesn't seem too bad, does it? I'm liking this spot. What a nice little spot this is. Yeah, it's local. It's not far away from home at all. 20-minute walk maybe it was. It's fantastic, to be fair.
After Dan settles down,
Are those people screaming in the background? So he's near enough civilization where he can hear people, but they probably don't know he's there. And I don't know what the fire situation is, but whenever I camp, I always have a fire. Except if you're going to camp in areas where you probably shouldn't be camping and can't have a fire. I know people that wanted to catch fish and then cook them, but they didn't want to have a fire because they were always scared we're in the middle of the woods where you probably don't want to have smoke coming out of the woods.
onto a spot for the night. He starts making a little bit of dinner. Not long after that, he starts hearing
I'm
footsteps.
going to be out Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well, so I didn't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well, and rain camping is really good.
It looks like Dan's becoming uncomfortable with the spot that he chose. Maybe he's having second thoughts about this spot.
I hope I got that on camera. I really hope I did. Because if I didn't, and I'm showing this, people won't believe that. Just my heart's beating a bit quickly. That is strange. And that is strange. I'm going to put it down, there could just be something behind me here. But it sounded like human footsteps.
Let's take a listen on the replay.
Is that a badger? I don't know why I keep messing around with it.
After hearing footsteps for a second time, Dan's becoming a little bit more uneasy.
There's that noise again now. Hello?
What if, so he walked up a little incline and he's down. Maybe if it's low enough, there are people, maybe there's like a somewhat of a trail there and there are people walking by and they're being careful or quiet, not to scare him, but maybe they're walking by and his microphone is maybe a directional mic or something like that and it's able to pick it up. I don't know, but if he's saying hello and no one answers, that's just weird.
Hello? You got to better hear that. There's nobody here. And it sounds like someone's just walking around.
There's someone there.
It's like it's just there. Right, so it's starting to get darker now, and to be fair, I am starting to be nervous after what happened earlier. It happened twice. One time I could accept it. Second time it's a bit different. I want to set up. I really do. But I don't want to bail either. I don't just want to just go home. And it sounds like someone's walking, but it's really dry. And it's not, it is dry, but we've had a lot of rain. So it's not like the grass is that crunchy. And I'm like I said, I'm just wondering if I'm staying here for night.
Dan decides he's going to stick it out for the night. So he grabs his bivvy tent and gets ready to settle in for the evening. But then he starts hearing noises again.
I've just heard the noise again, but not as much. I didn't want to turn the camera on, okay? It was just like a quick... I don't like it in here. Everything's just telling me no, honestly.
No, go home.
I'm going to be honest. I can't stay here now. I'm going to be a wimp. I don't care if people call me a wimp in the comments, but I can't stay here. I'm too unsettled. I'm nervous. I've done camping like this loads of times. I think I'm going to go find somewhere else to get this bivvy set up. But I'm leaving this spot. Like now. I don't know what's in that woodland. I don't know what was going on earlier, or the noises that I heard, what made me pack up. I'm not going to reset up camp. I'm just going to head off home. I'm too nervous.
We hope that whatever you heard walking around the woods doesn't follow you to your next campsite. Be careful out there, Dan.
If that were me and anyone's like, oh, you wimp, it's easy to say it when you're not there. But if you're there, hey, you'd wimp out too.
Number 4. This has been from YouTube channel 401 Files. Ben loves thought-provoking topics such as the UFO phenomenon, Bigfoot, and even the paranormal. He also loves being out in nature where he spends a lot of time exploring hotspots for evidence that these strange phenomena do exist. Tonight, he and a friend are exploring an abandoned military base, where he does in fact encounter some things he can't quite explain.
You do some filming, I'll do some filming. But do not leave this building. Right. Go into different rooms, just don't leave this building, because then we might get lost. No worries. But yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs and see what's going on up here. Yeah, all right, dude. So I've brought a friend of mine out tonight for this investigation. He's a guy that I actually met through doing the channel. He's a subscriber here on 401 Files. A real nice guy called James, shares very similar interests. And I was originally gonna do this investigation solo. But I know that when nightfall comes in an area like this, not only is it going to be extremely dangerous, it's going to be extremely creepy. And again, if I do get injured or he gets injured, it's always nice to have someone there who we can shout out to. You know, I've said it a million times before, but no matter how brave you think you are, when you're in these places and it's nighttime, it's absolutely terrifying.
Ben heads up the stairs to explore a little further, and not long after he starts hearing noises from the other end of the corridor.
I don't know why we do this. Why do we do this? Like, why do we get into these places and put ourselves in situations like this? And realistically, the chances are we're not going to see anybody in these environments. Like, walking around here now, who else would be in this building? But that, on the flip side, makes it more scary, because if you do see somebody in this building, then that's a whole other level of creepy.
Sounded like footsteps.
James? James?
Ben definitely looks scared at this point, and his friend isn't answering.
James?
I always take it that in abandoned buildings like this, it's probably a homeless person, and the homeless person is going to avoid you best they can, unless they're just batshit insane. But they're going to avoid you because they don't know what you're there for. You could be there to rob them. They have no idea. But the ones that are just like insane are going to be the ones that are going to fight you for that territory, and they'll try to kill you because you could be stealing from them. You could be trying to take their home from them. You know, so homeless people are a legit worry when you do stuff like that.
It sounded like there was someone at the opposite end of the corridor. James! I'm gonna flip the camera around. I actually dare put my feet down on the glass. Just in case there is someone in this building.
Unfortunately for Ben, James is not in this building.
James! I've just come out of that building that was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, the music was getting me.
And then what I'm pretty convinced was footsteps at the opposite end of that corridor. But as I'm walking towards the car now, one of the more startling things is that James never called out when I shouted. Now, if he was close by, he would have 100% heard me. I mean, noise in these buildings echoes really, really loud.
It sounded like knocks at first, but then after listening to it again, it sort of sounds like someone walking up the steps. After heading outside, Ben grabs a few more creepy shots for his video. And then he sees a light twinkling in the dark from across the yard.
James! James! Oh my God. Mate, stay there. Am I glad I found you?
Don't leave the building. Don't leave the building. What was hard about that?
Dude,
Unless he got scared and he ran.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
Maybe Ben heard a real person knocking, trying to warn him to get out. Or maybe he caught evidence of the real paranormal. Number 3. This is Jay from YouTube channel Visually Creeped. If you sub Jay's channel on YouTube, you can follow him on his wild adventures exploring haunted locations and everything in between. He's just an explorer that loves filming in scary places the average person wouldn't go. Tonight we're following Visually Creeped as he explores a haunted trail.
So if you guys remember the story that I was talking about in my last video, on this main trail, this married couple told me that they were walking this trail And there is a legend of a spirit lady who, I guess, cries for her baby. She lost her baby. There's really not too much online about it. It's more like a legend. But when they were walking down this trail, and she got pulled by her hair and thrown down on the ground. That's on this trail right here. They will not come back to this place, so that's what kind of ignited this curiosity. I'm like, oh, I'll go walk through it. Might be a stupid decision at the end of the day.
Jay continues to explore the haunted trail, walking further and deeper into the woods as he goes.
You guys are not really gonna like see me use any type of equipment in here. I'm just more exploring, seeing if we see anything, and to challenge myself, because being in the woods at night, it's kind of spooky. So far, nothing's pulling my hair or anything like that. Oh,
Just as Jay thinks everything's fine, his backpack gets pulled violently, and he flies backwards and lands in the mud.
Something just pulled my bag. My bag got pulled. Hold on.
Some just pulled my bag. My bag got pulled. My bag. My bag. That's why I was laughing. It's not funny, but my bag.
So far, nothing's pulling my hair or anything like that. Oh my God! What the? Dude? I can't. I just dropped it. Something pulled my bag. Yo, something pulled my bag. I was right here. My camera just dropped right there. Hold on. I just fell. Something pulled my bag. I don't know how to turn it up. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm freaking out right now. Hold on. I'm freaking out right now.
Why? What happened? Maybe you can fill us in.
Something pulled my backpack. I fell. I think there's nothing. There's no trees or nothing. Hold on. All my settings are... There's nothing around me that did there. I was on the... Oh God, give me a second. There is nobody around here. There's nothing that could have done.
I'm laughing, but I would have a half a log just dangling out of me right now. Just, you know. So I'm not a man, basically.
There, look it. There is nothing. There's nothing my bait could have got caught on in there. There's nothing. And what's crazy, which way do I go? I think I go this way. Oh, dude, I don't even know. I was literally saying, I don't want to say it right now because I'm afraid. I'm not gonna, I'm afraid. I was seriously talking about nothing has pulled me yet. Hello? It happened right here. It legit felt like somebody grabbed the back of my bag and like yanked it, like yanked it. I fell backwards, like it took me off my feet. Maybe that's... I hate being this scared. I'm actually scared. I'm heading out, guys. Like I'm heading out. Like I'm...
But first you have to make it to your car. And away from the lady in the woods.
Alright, we're going to stop it there. Final video, a little over 15 minutes. Hopefully there's no more bags to be pulled. Pull my bag. Pull my bag. It's not funny. Because, like I say, there would be puddles. People would be like, is that animal scat on the ground? No, that's human. Yeah, apparently the guy's bag got pulled, and he just started running and shitting at the same time. It was amazing. He actually ran faster. That's not at least 9 pounds of feces on this trail. Yeah, that was just the solid. He turned liquid and was running down his legs, and he was kicking it out. So we don't even know how much he actually went. That would be me. But at the end, I would have a clean bag. Okay. It's just the accent that's funny to me. My bag, pull my bag. My bag. All right, I'm going to end it there. We'll come back for part 2. But until we do, have a good day. Have a good bag.